Trick Daddy, you got it, King. Let's go. If you know that you can get it, let me know. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. Let's go. If you know that you can get it, let me know. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. Let's go.
If you want some, come get some. Cause where I'm from, we so big. And everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows something about it. And I want answers now. Who, what, where, why. See, a lot of dudes like to act the fool now.
Quack, quack. Quack, 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 quack.
Quack it up, quack it, quack it in.
Oh, there it is. Hey. That's fun. We're starting off with dad jokes. I like it.
He said
I'm here
dad
for
jokes
it.
and started up. Yep.
Yeah, so I figured just use a little older intro to kind of mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, I always liked that one.
Yeah,
mixed.
yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I should really start. I think what I actually just might do is just start adding a bunch of intros with a bunch of different music, just to have like 20 on deck.
And
Why not?
rotate.
Right?
Why not?
Yeah. So this is the X's and O's. This is Rich,
This is Jermaine.
and this is part deux of
Yeah.
of the ABCs of the snacks. And the first one got a lot of views, which is awesome.
Not a view. Yeah. Appreciate that, everyone.
Apparently people dug it. I don't know. Catching fire with some silliness. I like it. Now, that was A through M, and that was relatively easy. And this is where it gets fun. And it's going to get all goofy.
hell.
It's going to be N through Z. Now, before we get into it, so I didn't tell you this part because I like to surprise you. So I talked to the Spitball Media boys, and
Okay.
they have their monthly Q&A thing on their Patreon, and I posed the question, right? It's like, how do you get a Patreon off the ground? Like, what is the process? You know, like, I'm in a situation where, you know, my co-host schedule, not the most ideal. It's late. You got shit to do. We record 3 times a week. I'm not ramrodding your every night kind of thing. If you weren't working, all right, you could, you know, stop being lazy, get your ass over here. That's not the case, you know. So I was like, you know, it's up there. We got one guy on there, Chris Matthews. I do have that Q&A thing up there, but nobody's really biting on it, which I get it. But my kind of situation was, okay, I got kind of a chicken and egg thing here, right? Like, I don't want to dedicate a lot of time to adding stuff to the Patreon if no one, you know, if there's not, you know, the people there to watch it.
Yeah.
But
You said Chris Matthews. That's somebody you said you knew from somewhere, or
it was on the Twitter sphere. Yeah. He's part of the Spitball kind of crew. No, he's not like a host or anything, but he, you know, I kind of met him through that community and
in that circle.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, my situation, it's like, all right, well, I don't want to dedicate the time to do that if I don't really have the sub count, but also I'm not really going to garner a sub count without content on it. You know, so it's that chicken and egg thing. So I thought about this, and this is what I'm going to do. And you can add in as much or as little as you want. It is completely up to you. I'm going to start doing some like solo shows on the Patreon, right? And that could be anything from, things that I want to talk about that I would be put in YouTube jail for, or just kind of ideas from the audience and things like that. And on your side, if you got, because you need to have a certain sub count on Patreon before you can actually do video. So it's all going to be audio only. So,
Okay.
you know, we can discuss how you would like to do it, if you would like to do it at all, if you'd like to add anything. Like it's very much going to be like almost like an audio internet blog for yourself, right? And I figured just build a library, and it's there, right? And if it's something,
If you're talking about it sounds like an autobiography or some type of diary or something.
honestly,
If you
it could be something even like that. I mean, honestly, people like to dig into people's lives. It's like a weird voyeur thing, right?
Mm.
We're just we're just interested in other people, and it allows. I think really like the psychological part of it. It allows us to disconnect from our own bullshit and vicariously live through somebody else's situation, which by proxy kind of ends up being almost like a therapeutic, cathartic / perspective kind of garnering thing for your own situation. And you can actually end up backdooring your way into some solutions or a better mind frame by hearing someone else's bullshit. It's just like, all right, well,
yeah, I mean, I think that's the whole, reason why reality shows picked up, and exploded over this past 20 years is, people want to see other people experience bullshit in their own life. I even watch TV, I watch shows. I'm like, okay, enough about me harping on my situation and my destruction and despair that I go through. I want to see somebody else have some problems. I turn on the TV. I mean, it's a relief. It's like, okay, man, that's messed up. They're going through that, and you just glad it ain't you. Or you can join in symphony because it's something that happened on somebody on TV that happened to you, but it might not happen exactly the same way, but it was similar. So, people want to see,
and
so they keep their own sanity. Sometimes, I mean, if you see something misfortunate happen to somebody else, you're like, okay, not saying that you enjoy misery loves company. Misery does love company, but not saying that you're watching something because you can enjoy somebody else's misery. But it just makes you feel a little bit better. That like, okay, I'm not the only one that's going through this tough time. I mean, other people,
put it this
it
way.
does happen to other people.
Let's put it this way. I'm a big YouTube person, right? So if I'm feeling some type of way, whatever way that is, I can notice that the algorithm of things I'm clicking on kind of coincide with that mood, So, it just kind of works that way. We are just the misery loves company is a perfect kind of verbiage on it, but I don't think anyone's really like flocking towards that. I just think you just like, oh, I don't know how I got here, but now we're here. So, anywho, we're just gonna put a library, and me and Jermaine will talk about what he wants to do with that. I mean, obviously, it's easier on my end here because I have all the access. I don't know if I can contribute, if I can like co. Well, I guess I could just give you the info. We'll talk about it. It's fine. Anyway,
Right.
it just feels right because there's no reason, especially for Chris. He contributes and he's really not getting anything from it. Now, could he ask questions in the Q&A thing? Yeah, absolutely. But let's give him a reason to. Let's give him a reason to share it. Let's give him a reason for the other people that are popping in to say, "Oh, okay, so they got other stuff here that they're going to spend." Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So that's a little announcement I kind of had there. I definitely sprung on you there. Like I said, the Spitball Media Boys, they kind of basically laid it out like you got to give them a reason to come to you. right? More often than not, these things need to have a following before they actually, people start paying attention to them, which is fine. But I also understand that in order to have a following, like, here's what I don't want to happen, right? Let's say all of a sudden it's like we start gathering subs and it's like, there's nothing on here for you. You're not going to stick around. There's no, then we're scrambling to like push out content that's forced that doesn't feel like it's quote unquote exclusive or special. It's just like, oh, they just pumped out a show real quick. So I don't want it to be like that anyway. I want someone to jump in there and say, yeah, look, is it $5? Yeah. Is $5 a lot? Absolutely not. But I feel like I'm getting way more than what my $5 would be worth. So there's that. So that's the new plan. Like I said, we'll talk off camera, whenever. You can contribute as much or as little as you want. I understand your time is a lot more taken up than mine. So please do not feel, the obligation to drop everything and do things like that. It really kind of think of it as almost like a digital diary, I guess.
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot that you can't. There are certain things you can't really talk about on YouTube. You will get canceled. Patreon, it's kind of like everything's on. It's kind of like the hidden little back door to YouTube, I guess. So, anyway, the main course.
I mean, YouTube's pretty wide open though, but I mean, like, if you don't, just give me a small example. What wouldn't YouTube allow? It seems like you can do almost anything except for what, like naked stuff, like being nude or something.
Yeah, but you can't really talk about, like you have to literally say the verbiage of unaliving yourself. You can't say, like you can't say the actual word. You will be flagged. Once you kind of get to the point where you can be monetized and things like that, the rules get they start closing in on you. And
oh, really?
Yeah, well, because obviously advertising kind of comes into play, and you're not going to want Sprint to, I'm just saying random thing. Sprint's not going to want to be a part of an ad break in your video if you're like saying, hey, you know what I did? I blew a donkey. It's like,
yeah. We don't want you to sign up for phone service after you blow a donkey. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Really?
It's like, unlike you and the donkey, we're pulling out. So there you go.
Right.
Yeah. So
I didn't know they had all these restrictions. I mean, I know. I mean, like you said, the more popular you become, and like you said, it's geared towards the advertiser. I mean, the sponsors, whoever's sponsoring, you got to be, fulfill their.
Yeah, you get a broader audience there too. So, this culture that we live in now, it's very cancel culture-ish and very sensitive. And I understand that you're not going to really talk about hurting yourself, and that is necessarily okay. And I'm not saying that's what's going to be on the Patreon. We're like talking about all that dark and dismal stuff. I'm just saying, for example, things like that, that are YouTube jail eligible.
Okay.
It's kind of where that stuff would be. So,
all right.
To the main course, which is ironic because we're talking about snacks. So,
snacks. We did backpedal into some snacks instead of the main course.
That's called girl dinner. If you've never heard of that, that's what girl dinner is.
Girl dinner.
Girl dinner is the thing.
Definitely know that. Mm-hmm.
Ask my wife. So, previous show last week was A through M. I would recap it, but I'd rather you just watch the show, so I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I'm not giving you the cliff notes to it.
Can you believe what he did for M? Had the worst thumbnail, like, Oh God, I hate that. Dude, I hate that. I seriously, I can't stand the thumbnails on YouTube sometimes. Like I see it, and it's so cringy and terrible. It's like big letters of like, "Can you believe what?" And it's some goofball with his like the big eyes and the big like, oh, and it's
Oh,
like, and
that's
it's
the look.
like that doesn't draw people in. It just pisses people off. Stop it. Ugh. Anyway, it's fine. All right. So I forgot who led this off. Was it me?
No, I started. I started with
Okay.
the A's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, start with the ends.
All right. Nick Saban.
I thought about it. I'm like,
As soon as you said, I wasn't thinking about it. As soon as you said "and," I was like, that's the first word that came. All right.
we are terrible people.
You're probably gonna be mad. I'm probably taking it. Too many things would end, but nachos.
Oh, I didn't even think of that's a good
Oh, I
one.
thought that was
Oh
your choice. I
man,
was like, ooh, I got them on
that is a
tilt.
sports stadium staple. Oh golly! Look, you got to get that and you got to get the double jalapeno cheese and oh shit.
See, I gotta skip the like I can do the jalapeno, like the hot cheese, but the actual jalapenos,
No, I don't
yeah,
want the jalapeno. No, I don't need the
yeah,
jalapenos. I ain't trying to die.
yeah. I'm about to
Just give me
say,
like
yeah,
that
on
jalapeno
that toilet,
cheese. Oh
yeah.
god, I'm on tilt that I didn't have that.
And I know
Oh
you go to the pirate games. I
yes.
know you got the loaded ones with the shredded like chicken and stuff on them. You ever get those?
No, look. Don't fuck with my nachos. I don't need to add
Oh,
shredded.
that's crazy shit.
Right, like just give me the salted mini tortilla chip,
Yep.
and let me dip that some bitch in some lukewarm cheese, and I'm gonna be happy. And
He
then
said, "Some bitch." And he said, "Lukewarm." Like the cheese, yeah, cheese can't be scalded hot, and it can't be cold.
no,
But
it starts that way. Then it's like
yeah,
then air hits it, and you have about 3 minutes till that bitch is cold, and you're like,
yeah.
and you look at the sheer amount of nachos, you're like, I can fucking do it. Yeah, I'll do it. Right. Mm-hmm. Oh, you son of a bitch! That is a good one.
Nachos
So,
for sure.
um, because I'm 7, I picked Nutter Butter.
I had that as my second choice. Yep. I
Hey,
thought
my man. All right.
Nutter Butter. I love those cookies. Those Nutter Butter peanut little shaped
Oh,
cookies.
that's not what I'm talking. Oh, okay. I'm thinking about. Okay, I
Oh,
mean Nutty Buddy.
oh, what? Oh, like
That
the
the
Debbie
little
little Debbie
wafer kind of
wafers
thing.
and the two little.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, those aren't
But
called Nutter Butters. Those are called Nutty Buddies. Yeah.
Nutty Buddies, but Nutter Butters are fire too. That's a good.
Yeah, them little
You know,
little
one
peanut
of them
butter
is.
little. Yeah, I love those.
Yeah, but Nutty
Okay.
Buddies, they're kind of like a soft. It almost feels like it's like a light treat, but it's terrible. Like it's terrible for you, but it just feels light because it doesn't
But it's
feel like
filling. I mean, out of all those Debbie snacks, I remember, you know, how you used to go in the store and you can get them like in singles for like a quarter,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and I would always get those because those were the most filling. You know, you growing up in, poor neighborhood projects, you trying to get full off this stuff. So it's like, yeah, that was a pretty wholesome snack. The Nutty Buddy for sure.
Well,
It was
this
better
tilted
than like
island
a
is my
oatmeal cream pie or yeah.
turn. Ooh.
I just remember yeah.
Oh man,
All
those
them
are.
little Debbie snacks.
Mm, yeah. Shout out to Fat Debbie.
Yeah. No, she had nerve to call herself Little Debbie. That's like somebody, somebody that's like 600 pounds. Their name is Tiny. That's about.
The only little thing about Little Debbie is Little Debbie's lifespan. That's about it.
Yeah.
She has little chance to keep her feet after the beaties get her. All right. So, speaking of O, go to O. Letter O.
Letter O. I know where you going. You sweet guys, but I'm gonna go salty. Uh, onion rings. Um,
Ooh.
I don't
Okay.
know. I mean, I kind of used Funyuns last time, but it's kind of. I'm talking about just like the wise, like little onion rings, or in a chip bag, or even just
I get
onion
it.
rings. I mean, is it kind of teetering on the level of French fries?
Onion rings is that. Yeah, I can't allow the onion rings that you get as a side, as an appetizer. But I will consult the judges.
Have to
Hold
replay
on.
assist.
Okay. Um. Yeah. We'll allow it. We will allow it.
Well,
Um.
replay assist. You should be
Yeah.
allowing it. Because I
Mhm.
mean, Funyuns are Funyuns. The Funyuns is like onion rings, but they're
Yeah.
like its own level of goodness. But then there's those regular ones that I think they're
Yeah.
wise onion
Funyuns
rings.
come with a dime bag. Like that's what happens. Funyuns come with a complimentary dime bag.
Yeah,
That's how that works. Um.
he said a complimentary dime bag. But
No
yeah,
one's
there's the
ever
regular onion rings.
no one's ever eaten a Funyun sober. That's just never has been a thing.
Yeah.
Ever. But goddamn, they're delicious. All right. So, now here's what I'm wondering here, because you were like, oh, you're gonna go sweet. What did you think I was gonna pick for O? I'm curious.
Oreos.
Nah, son.
He said, "Nah, son."
I'm going orange creamsicle.
I
Get
love orange
get
creams
on my
sickle.
level. Look, I'm not a big ice cream guy, right?
Yeah.
And there's no real like hetero way to eat like a popsicle, so it is what it is. You got to do this shit in your house around people that you are comfortable
He
with.
said no hetero way to eat it. I've never heard that term used like
Just saying, man. Like, look,
yeah,
all right. Let's say I'm sitting on the couch, man, and you're about to come over for some footballs, right?
yeah.
And you walk in the house, and
And
I'm
you
just
just
sitting
slobbing
there,
away.
just slobbering on a creamsicle. You mean to tell me you're not gonna do like maybe like the 180 pirouette, thinking like maybe I should get the fuck out of here? I did not sign up for this.
Yeah, there's pretty much no masculine way to eat it. It's like
Have you ever
unless you
seen a dude? Have you ever seen a dude eat a banana? Right? Never. No guy has ever eaten a banana around anybody ever. He will cut it up like he's 6. That's what will happen. Like, hey Bob,
You're right.
why you eating a banana with a fork and a knife? Because I ain't no bitch. All right.
The only thing with the creamsicle, sometimes you can get those square ones, the square block ones,
Oh,
but still.
Oh, I'm well aware, sir. You don't need to school me on the shape and the texture of creamsicles. This is my fucking thing.
No, but it's eventually
I know.
eventually the square part falls down and it gets
Oh
to
yeah,
just yeah.
you got that white cream. That's the best
He
part.
said there's no hetero way to eat a creamsicle. Yeah, I thought you was going Oreos. I mean, I love Oreos.
And plus, the best part is the cream filling. Like it writes itself, for fuck's sake. Like, no, I'm not a big Oreo guy, man.
Really?
So
Okay.
the mint Oreos are good. The peanut butter Oreos are good. But if we're talking about like OG Oreos, I'm like, eh.
I don't even think I've ever had a peanut butter Oreo. I had a mint one.
Girl, you need to.
He said, "Girl, let me tell you."
That is a religious experience.
I never seen a peanut butter Oreo. Nope.
You need to go to more than one store in your life, then, sir. There.
Yeah.
They got crazy shit now, man. It is like I think they got right now because Christmas they got like a peppermint one out, which is probably fire. Ooh, shit.
Yeah.
All right, pick something else because I'm gonna start getting the beaties again.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so here we go with P.
All right. Sound it out.
Somebody's banging on my walls. It seems like every time I do this pod, it's like somebody's getting offended or something, and they start knocking or something, man. What?
Tell them to sub. Tell them to subscribe.
It's like, man, is this the same people knocking on your door with the ghost?
I mean, maybe. I mean, it was a three knock, like a bang bang bang. So I'm just saying, if they're not doing that,
Yeah. I have pizza bites, but I don't know if that's like a meal.
you mean pizza rolls?
Yeah, like pizza
Oh,
rolls.
those are for sure a snack. If you're making those a meal, you're fucking.
Yeah.
You had a lot of things to work out in your life.
Hey, man, I'm definitely living alone. I've definitely loaded up a bunch of them at the end of the night just to go to bed because I ain't feel like cooking nothing. So
I'm saying more on a regular basis type of thing.
oh no.
If you're
but there
making
are
your,
like little.
if you're making your menu, it's like Monday and Thursday. I'm gonna do the pizza rolls in the microwave, but then on Thursday I'm gonna put them in the oven because I'd be fancy and shit. Like
Yeah, pizza bites.
pizza rolls. You ever have
Pizza rolls.
pizza logs?
Pizza what?
Pizza logs.
Pizza logs?
Yeah.
That sound like some shit.
Nah, man. Listen, it's kind of like think of it like an egg roll, except it's like a pizza thing. It is.
Oh, okay.
Soup's good because it has a crispier center. Oh shit.
All right. There you go.
Okay.
Floor is yours.
All right. P is for pies that have banana cream in them.
Oh. Wow. I thought you got me on this one. I swore I was like, this next one that I had on here that I swore we just had it on Thanksgiving.
Pussy. No.
Really wanted some Thanksgiving pussy. I ain't getting none. No, I had pretzels. Remember you had those little pretzels? I thought you was gonna choose pretzels.
Yeah.
I thought you was gonna choose pretzels for sure because I was like,
one.
I had it wrote down, but I was like, I know he's gonna be mad. I was like, I'm gonna choose something else. And then honorable mention, I had pistachios.
Oh, they're super good too.
Yeah,
They the pinky in the air. They're the pinky in the air nut. Holy. See, so look, I need to squeeze some banana cream pies in here because it is literally my favorite flavor of pie, and pudding for that matter. But I chose brownie for B because I'm a dumb bitch, and I didn't think about it.
Banana.
And I was like, oh, you don't even really fuck with brownies all like that. Like you'll mess with them, but I'm also like, gun to my head.
Banana cream pie.
Also, we got fudge, the Kennywood thing that I was talking about.
Oh, during your light up when you went to the lights.
Listen, I tried this chocolate raspberry. Shit. That motherfucker wasn't even fair.
He said chocolate raspberry.
Golly. Anyway, yeah, but banana cream pie, like it feels like it's one of the more healthier pies for you because it has a fruit in it, even though it's not, but it's like lighter. I feel like it's a good one because you can do the graham cracker crust or just the regular like pastry crust.
Yeah.
And oh shit, man, it's so fucking good. Because honestly, all it is banana cream and whipped cream, and then that's your pie. Like that's literally it. Not difficult. And I can do either just like the gelatinous kind of whatever they got in there, or you can have it kind of that with the actual bananas in it.
Yeah.
Golly. Thank God my bitch could bake. Some bitch. All right. Anyway. All right. So that is P. Let's go to Q.
First tilt. This one was. I went online and I still didn't come up with nothing near any.
Really? I nailed this real quick.
I have. Is this how you say it? Is it quiche?
Quiche? Okay. That's like
Quiche. quiche.
Yeah.
I
Do
had
you
to
know
go
what that
online.
is?
What?
Don't you fucking
I've
lie,
had,
man.
I think the breakfast, is it like a, I remember, I could have swore I had a breakfast quiche where it was like egg and some stuff like all condensed into like
It's kind of like an
almost
omelet.
like a pie. Huh?
An
Yeah.
omelet pie. Fucking
Like
gross.
hard, like not hard, but like kind of compressed together. Like it's not real loose. But
Sounds delicious.
yes.
Ugh.
So he said, "Ugh, I forgot you don't like eggs. But I had to go online for that. And then as I went online for that, as I'm, thinking throughout the day, I was just like, I had to go to the name brand just to even name it. So it was Quaker granola bars. But
Okay.
it's the only Q I could Q. You said you got it on the spot.
You are a big dummy face. Queen Anne's cherry cordials. Get on my penis.
Queen Anne's what?
Cherry cordials.
I had them.
The fuck is wrong with you?
I don't think I've ever had them.
They're the
Cherry
chocolate covered cherries with that little like creamy esque.
Oh, sort of like those Ferrero share things.
I mean, I guess if you want to be bougie about it, yeah.
Uh,
They're the I guarantee you've had them. They have this little kind of transparent corn syrup, white-ish kind of filling. You know exactly what they are, and I'm ashamed that you didn't know.
I probably just didn't know that. Like really pay attention to the name brand of it. So it's like what, like a chocolate covered cherry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like a creamy-esque kind of center to it. Yeah. Fantastic. Shut the fuck up.
You said creamy-esque.
Creamy-esque. Yes. All right. Pick your R. Pick your letter R, sir.
Oh man. I don't know why, and I don't even like them. The first thing that came to my mind was ramen noodles. For some reason.
So, in your favorite snacks draft, you pick something that you don't even like. Yeah, it makes sense. Well played.
No, but I got
Brilliant.
something else. But go ahead. I'm gonna let you get your R in there because I don't want to take yours.
So, they are a raspberry filled cookie, and I'm going to show you. This is that one I wanted to kind of bring to your attention, right? So, let me see. Give me a sec here. Let me pull this up. Where's the picture here? Okay. And this is the one I wanted to kind of show you. Share screen. Yeah. This one. Now, you see that?
Oh, okay. Those, raspberry little filled. Oh, I used to love those growing up. Oh,
Yes. Raspberry Archway.
Archway. Okay.
Yeah. Those are amazing.
To die for.
Yes.
All right. Well, since I chose ramen and I thought you were choosing something else, but I'm going Reese's. Everybody loves Reese's.
Ooh, I know. Listen, I thought about it, and I struggled with it, but I'm like, I'm going to let you have it because I know. I understand.
No, I had that. I had Reese's, and then I had, right after I thought of Reese's, I was like, Ritz crackers. I like the Ritz crackers.
Yeah,
Not the,
I don't understand how you have anything else after Reese's, you silly panda.
yeah, I don't know why I did ramen. It was the first thing that came to my mind. And I was just, okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then after a while, stewing over it a little bit, I was like, okay. But yeah, these letters, difficult. I'm sorry. I had to cheat. I had to go online for a lot of them.
That's fine. So, letter S. What do you have, sir?
Slim Jim. My first.
Oh God. All right.
You don't like Slim Jims?
I mean, they're not terrible, but I'm also like, I'm not really into beating my wife either. But whatever. It's kind of like Slim Jim's motto.
What?
That's like the white trash dinner, man. It's like that's like the white that's like here. You know who gets Slim Jims? People that literally just went into the gas station, got a Mountain Dew, got a Slim Jim, and they're
And that's their
fueling up
dinner.
they're fueling up their diesel truck. Like that's who's getting a Slim Jim.
I just use it as like snacks. Like, I mean, to me, it's like, it's not like a chip or, anything sweet. It's just, like something to hold you over. I mean, it's like I don't know. I didn't know it was a wife beater. I didn't know I had to have a wife beater snack.
Oh my God. Every time you open it up, you hear deliverance. Like that's what happens. Yeah.
He said, I ain't into beating my wife, but I
I
didn't know that was
Oh man.
I didn't know Slim Jim was a wife beater.
Slim Jim. Oh, sponsored by Kid Rock. All right, so letter S. I'm going, and it's kind of uber specific, but once I explain it, you're like, oh, those hit. So the sugar cookies at Christmas time that you get to actually ice with like the homemade buttercream icing.
Mm.
Oh my God.
Sugar cookies. Yeah.
The sugar cookies that you get to decorate with the homemade buttercream icing, and you get to put as much or as little as you want. Yeah, man. I know they have the ones that are like pre-made and like get that bullshit out of my house. What's wrong with
you? Gotta make your own. Gotta put your own topping on it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I thought you would go more commercial. I had Snickers too.
Nah.
I thought you would have chose Snickers.
Nah, that's the wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
Slim Jim, Snickers. I had sushi here too, but
yeah,
not really.
I could see how that could be like a pseudo snack. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, you're not filling yourself up on the sushi now. I mean, I don't know if you could try, but it's definitely a snack thing. I mean, every time I've ever had it at any type of, like I haven't been to a lot of like, straight up Chinese restaurants, but I've been to the, like almost like not the buffet, but you sit around the table and
like the Nakama thing,
or the, Benihana or something like that. Yeah. And, sushi's always the, little snack.
Well, just how they always say, Nakama, please.
I ain't never heard that one.
I just made that shit up. That's why. That's fucking genius.
He said, all right. Nakama, please.
All right. Letter T. What we doing?
Tater tots. Is that mealy? I mean, I can go somewhere else. It
feels mealy, yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Twinkies.
Oh,
he said, "Oh,
that's an OG heavyweight right there." And the reason why it's an OG heavyweight because they changed how that shit tasted.
Yeah,
like they fucked up the proportions of the cream to the sponge, and that's the whole fucking thing. It's a whole science thing, but they done fuck it up. And the Twinkie ain't the Twinkie. It's like the Twunkie. I don't know.
The twerky.
No, you don't want that. That'll attract
you get too much cream. Too much cream.
Yeah, but they used to be real good, man. Then they changed up the thing, and I don't know if that was maybe because I was younger. I'm like, these are tasty, or I just grew up and I was like,
no. Hey, I mean, we had the discussions before of like KFC. I mean, they don't taste the same because everyone's healthy. I mean, they've done stuff that load it up with preservatives and take out the original taste, and that's today's world, man.
Then they started doing
very few things,
chocolate Twinkies or like strawberry infused. Well, like those are actually nice, but like they just everything. And I get it, man. You want different stuff. You want to try different things. I understand that, but it's also like oh, that's not what I wanted. I don't
Yeah.
know. I went trail mix.
Sweet.
I went trail
Yeah.
mix.
Love some trail mix.
Because you can go so many different ways with that. They have so many different varieties.
Different varieties, extra
You can
different
very
little things in
much,
it.
yeah. I mean, you can very much just cater to whatever your palate is feeling, and it's very much a grab and go kind of thing. Like, definitely you don't feel like a piece of garbage for eating it.
No.
It has sustainability, it has protein, it has nutrients, or it could not have some of those things in it. This could be silly, and even better, you can literally make it yourself, just with
Yes.
stuff you have in the cupboard. Like trail
Yep.
mix is basically like the potpourri of snacks. So it's like
Potpourri of snacks.
like,
It's a nice variety, like of all types of things. Yeah.
I mean, you can
It's a
individually
mix.
pick out little things, or you can just grab a handful and be like, "It's a party in my mouth."
And an honorable mention, I have, the white woman on her diet, Triscuits.
Oh,
That's
Joe,
a snack.
first of all, Triscuits are fucking delicious. Do not besmirch the name of Triscuits, sir.
He said, "Do not besmirch the name." Yeah.
Ooh, man. Yeah, it's a good. Triscuits are fucking delicious. All right. Interesting.
Here's the tilt.
Okay. Not for me. What do you got for you,
Mm.
sir? What do you have for you?
He said, "Her." It took a long time for this one. Then I went to the internet, and then I seen upside down cake, and I'm like,
Ooh.
I mean, but I'm not a big cake person, so
You were not.
I went with Oots cheese balls.
Oh, shit.
The big
That's a
container of them.
First of all, don't explain it to me. Explain it to the crowd. You're
He said,
telling me.
"Don't give me
like,
the motions."
Right. I've been on Utz ball.
You've been on Utz's balls?
Fuck it. Sure have. My throat hurts and everything. Yeah, that's a real good pick, though. And plus, and it sounds like some, goofy poor shit, but once you're done, that big ass thing is super
That
useful.
container, turn it into a bank.
You're God. I mean, that's not where I was going with it, but yeah, sure, fine.
Or you can put more stuff, more snacks in it. But
yes, you can. More cheese balls. It's fine. Yeah, no, it's a useful thing. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I went uncooked carrots.
Uncooked. Oh, just like the little, like a veggie, like a tray.
The baby ones, or you can legit just grab a straight up fucking Bugs Bunny carrot and be like
Bugs Bunny joint,
snap
and
into a
just
Slim Jim, bitch. Democrat version.
I don't think I've had. I mean, the little small ones, but the big ones,
Yeah.
I probably haven't had one of those since I was a kid.
I mean, they have a pretty big earthy taste to them compared to the baby carrots, but either one, super good.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I remember we used to eat the big one, put the salt on it and everything. Yeah.
Never did the salt thing.
Oh, so you just ate it straight up?
Yeah.
Dang. No, I'm talking about
one of my favorite things to do. I mean, one of my favorite veggies to actually cook with is carrots. So, like, I really love integrating that into meals and things like that because they are pretty versatile. But yeah, if you're just looking for a little in the fridge, let me see what's. I'm gonna grab a little carrot here. Yeah.
Okay, uncooked carrots. Yeah. See, it took me a long time to come up with the U.
Yeah.
It just snapped right into the place for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I figured out N through Z in about 5 or 6 minutes while I was in the shower. I was just adding it to my notes when I was washing my ass.
Yeah.
Legit.
Yeah, I struggle.
Now that everyone's got that visual, let's start with the letter V now.
This one was hard. Only thing I can come up with, which your little carrots would be on, is a veggie tray. That's the only thing I
Hey,
came up with.
look,
You
that's a
know,
very respectable one.
uh,
That's like
it was a
that's like
factor.
the
I mean,
trail mix of veggies.
yeah, definitely sad job. It's definitely always had like little meetings and stuff like that, and it would be the the tray with the crackers and the cheese and the pepperoni and all that, and then it would be a veggie
Charcuterie.
tray
They
with the
can. That's peas
broccoli,
and
the
carrots, man.
cauliflower.
That's how it
Yeah,
goes. That's
broccoli,
peas and carrots.
cauliflower, carrots, celery, and a
Mm-hmm.
nice little ranch in the middle.
Celery and peanut butter, super underrated fucking treat.
Mm.
Yeah. I went vanilla pudding.
That was the only other one I had on here too. Vanilla pudding, but I had veggie tray first. Yep.
Yeah.
Vanilla pudding. Yep.
Yeah. Just simple. You can use it in different stuff.
You fuck with tapioca pudding?
Hell no.
Oh,
I don't want no fucking chunky pudding. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't even know what is the tapioca.
It's kind of like rice
fish
pudding.
eggs or some shit.
It's like rice pudding, and it's just like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of like how people institute like different meats into what meats should be. Like, oh, this is my turkey bacon. Gotta go find something to fucking do. What is wrong with you? Like
It's
we're
all
gonna
right.
treat this. We're gonna treat this like 1950 separation of church and state. All right, we're just gonna keep it that way. Turkey here, piggy here. Just kind of segregation. Let's go.
Turkey.
Yeah, something that I don't think a lot of people probably haven't. Oh no, hold on. Do I? No, never mind. That's not what I. No, actually, no. That is what I've done. Okay, so a nice little. It's almost like a weird little backdoor parfait kind of thing, but if you have vanilla pudding and then vanilla yogurt and then some whipped cream, kind of put those into a little bit of a bowl, mix them up, put some fruit in there, and you kind of have this really kind of nice, like the sweetness cuts some of the bitter off of the yogurt, but it's not too sweet where it's overwhelming. It's just kind of like a layered taste. So I don't know. I like to experiment with stuff like that, but a little treat ski there. But yeah, vanilla pudding. All right.
Go.
W.
W.
Or double V, I guess technically. If you really look at why is it called double V? Seriously.
W. Yeah, why is it called W, not double V? I never really pondered it.
You're welcome.
Deep
Good luck
thoughts.
sleeping now. Good luck sleeping now.
Deep thoughts.
That's the shit that's gonna be on the Patreon, boys. Just saying.
Rich.
The whole time I was talking over the ducks.
First thing I went with when I thought of W, but we've already dispelled, was out of Chick-fil-A waffle fries. But you said fries, we can't use fries. But waffle fries, those Chick-fil-A waffle fries are fire.
Keep it moving.
Now this is something else that my dad used to have me go get them with the Jacks. The candy bar. Whatchamacallit.
Oh, whatchamacallit. Listen, that's an OG underrated one.
I'm telling you.
It's like a Nutter Butter a little bit. It has that little wafer.
That little crispy rice to it type. Mm-hmm. My dad used to give me Jacks, go get me a whatchamacallit. I remember when he first told me to get it, I was just like, well, you got to tell me the name. He was like, that's the name. Whatchamacallit.
You straight up had another Abbott and Costello thing, didn't you?
I thought he was just giving me because he would say whatchamacallit for other things, right. That's the old school whatchamacallit. And I'm like, hey, I can't go to the store and say whatchamacallit. You got to tell me what it is. He was like, no, that's really what it's called.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a good
you don't
one.
See those around that much. I mean, you got to dig to find those. Yeah,
a little bit.
Just like the Jacks, you got to dig a little bit.
That's true. So I went watermelon because clearly one of us on this podcast has to be black.
You assume my black ass was gonna do it. I'm not.
I was hoping. No, I wasn't. I was actually gonna be a little pissed off, like you motherfuckers. Yeah, because I mean, my backup was wheat thin, so I went from like the blackest thing to the whitest thing. So that's where my spectrum was.
That is two extreme opposites: watermelon and wheat thins.
Kill two stereotypes with one stone, right? That's the saying, right? Yeah, no, watermelon is goddamn delicious, but once again, just like with cantaloupe, you gotta it has you gotta
You
be
can
careful,
definitely get
man.
some too sour, and you can get too sweet. Yeah, you gotta find that perfect medium.
And then get some watermelon juice too out of and
my
all right,
backup was
listen, and you gotta go seeds. You can't do that pussy seedless thing. You want your watermelon, you gotta earn that shit, because then half the fun is spitting that shit out like torpedoes at the end.
Yeah, spitting out the seeds. Yeah. Yep, people do get the seedless ones. They grow them seedless now. It's like the little white seeds and not the black seeds. You know.
Give me both.
Dang, that's racist in itself.
Listen, I'll eat the white seeds. I'll spit the black seeds out. It's just probably a little somewhere. Someone will find that
offensive. That's not racist. That's seedist.
Yes.
You are a seedist. my backup was wraps. I mean, you know, like a chicken wrap or some type of wrap.
Because you know what? I feel like that would count as a snack, because you could legit do that as your drive. Well, I guess you could do it with fries too. But that's like a one-handed, just God, wraps.
I mean, it's in between. It's not a full-blown meal.
Yeah.
It's not just like a baby snack, but it is something in between that you really can't get full off unless you eat 2 or 3 of them, you know, of course. But yeah, you could fire a wrap right down, like boom, boom, boom. It's over.
Yeah, it's a good one. Okay. X.
I still don't have one. I don't have one. I looked it up. They even didn't have it. Like anything online, if you type in snacks, ABC of snacks, or they list them. They skip right over X. All of them, all the websites skipped right over X. I'm like, damn, they just act like X does not exist, and I just don't have one. I don't know. I don't know where. I'm curious to see what you got, because I don't have one.
Extreme Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, you know, the ones that's like super sour. Okay. Good one. I didn't have one, man. I thought and looked it up. And I couldn't think of anything would start with X.
It's a tough one. Like, all joking and being silly aside, that's a super tough one.
Yeah, because extreme starts with the letter E, to be totally honest, and not X.
But I think they market
on the package. They put extreme. Yeah.
All right. Number Y.
You could have paid me $100,000. I would have had a hard time trying to get you an X, because it just ain't there. Why? I only have one, and you already said it. It's yogurt.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, look, that's not a bad. I mean, yogurt is so versatile, especially with what they got now out there.
Yeah,
that's absolutely. I mean, you're not going to fill it off.
It's not a meal. No, it's not a meal.
Now, I have 2.
What?
So it's either yogurt covered raisins or yogurt covered pretzels.
But it starts with yogurt, okay?
Yeah. So kind of the same thing, but little, you know. There's not really much else. I mean, I guess yellow cake, but that's
yellow cake. Yeah, Chappelle. Yeah, get that yellow. Where you get that yellow cake?
Yep.
Uh,
Yoo-hoo. There it is. Yoo-hoo.
Yoo-hoo, yeah. That's a drink, though. I mean, you're not filling up all the
That's chocolate water. It's barely a drink.
chocolate water. Yeah.
Stop giving it a title it doesn't deserve. All right. And to end the list, what do you have for Z?
I don't even know if you know what these are, but
Bitch,
one
don't
more
you do
thing
it.
added to my
Nope.
list.
Don't you do it.
What? No, one thing added to my list that my dad used to say, go get with the Jacks and the whatchamacallit, Zingers.
Oh,
Do you
zingers.
know?
Okay.
They're like Twinkies with like.
I love how you say, like, do you still know? They still have those in production everywhere.
Oh, they do?
Yes,
I haven't
they're
seen
still
them.
a thing. They got
Okay,
raspberry,
I haven't.
vanilla, chocolate.
Yeah, it's like the red, like almost like
Yeah.
what is it, coconut or something on them or something? It's
No, those
something.
are snowballs. You're talking about snowballs.
No, not snowballs. Zingers is like they're like Twinkies, but they got like this
red
red.
raspberry.
Yeah,
well,
they
no,
got this
one of
red
them.
stuff.
Yeah, they have the raspberry ones. Then they have vanilla. Then they have chocolate.
Okay.
So there's different variations there, sir.
Yeah, my dad used to always tell me to get the red ones. So he'd get him the red ones.
Those are good. Those are fire.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I thought you were about to take mine. I was about to be real
I already
upset.
know what yours is because you said
No,
it
you
like
don't.
200 years ago.
Oh, did
When
I?
we,
Cool, that's
but
great.
we
What is it?
before
What's it
we
gonna
even
be?
started this, huh?
What's it going to be?
Zebra cakes. Remember
Nah. Sit back.
He said, "Fall back, son."
I'm going with an old school candy bar that my grandma loved, and it's still
No.
good. Yes.
Zagnut.
Zagnut, bitch. Let's go.
He said, "Fall back, son." Zagnut.
Zagnut. Listen, and if nobody knows what Zagnut is, it's kind of like the little Chinko sticks or Choco sticks.
Chico sticks, yeah. Chico sticks, yeah.
It's kind of the same general thing, except in a much more compressed, more tasty place. And I still know where I can get a Zagnut from. I have not done it. It's literally in the bodega up the street. But like,
Man.
Zagnuts are legit. My grandma and grandpap loved them.
Zagnuts, wow.
Yeah. And see, I thought I was really gonna get you, but you started name dropping, pops with the candy bars. I'm like, and then you started your process with Z. I'm like, motherfucker, don't get your ice. Don't
No,
end this
podcast. You dug in the crates for that one. That is digging in the crates,
Listen,
son. For
that
sure.
hit me immediately. I was like, boom, Zagnut, done.
No, because I remember when we discussed probably doing the snack, she was like, I was like, you probably gonna take zebra cakes. Because remember, we was talking about animals or something. You was like, a zebra's a bitch.
Zebra's a bitch. I'd had like a 5-minute riff.
It was just bitch slapping the zebras like they are bitches. And then I was like, you probably gonna go with the zebra cakes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you surprised me. Your list was totally different. Some of the ones, but X, I was pissed at myself. I'm like, damn, I really cannot.
Yeah, there's what's
lay
really
down
out
one.
there? Like, I mean, to be honest, like, what's really out there?
It's hard to find just words that begin with the letter X. I mean,
you gotta name some kind of chemical that's in like candy. You're like, oh, the xylosynchronous salt.
Zyglycicerin or some shit.
Yeah, that's the stuff that makes the candy bounce. It's like, what? All right, well,
Yeah.
fine. Probably delicious. I'm assuming. But yeah, that was fun, man. I like that. That was good.
Yeah.
I don't know what we want to do for the next episodes here, like what the plan is. If you want to kind of tease something out here, or
Yeah, I don't have nothing just right off the top of my head. I'm thinking to myself, seems like we're coming up on the holiday time. We did holidays up, down, left, right.
Yeah,
we already covered every type of
And I don't want to do the ABC thing every show. I mean, that's obviously not going to work. But
Yeah.
I think definitely kind of when something pops up and it's like, that could be fun.
Yeah.
Definitely. That's
We gotta
become a
think of
video-
that, and then we gotta getting them drafts back going. So
yeah.
I don't have nothing off the top of my head, but if I, I'm me, I'll text you at 1 a.m. and be like, "Hey."
Well, we got the Simply Note thing that we can communicate on and add stuff to. And I
Yeah.
already got stuff already in the notes themselves on the phone part of it. So it's not like
Yeah.
we're scrambling for ideas or anything like that. It's just a more I think we're gonna now have to kind of come together either tomorrow or Wednesday and kind of really kind of decide what we want to do so we can kind of focus up on it. And so because we do have an unfortunate issue collectively. It's both of our faults. Sometimes we will not give it the focus it needs, and it's like, oh shit, it's Monday. We didn't decide what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
And I think we're by no means are we like uber professionals, but I think we're a lot further in the game than that. You know what I mean? We don't need to do that anymore. We can have an actual laid out show and have it make sense. I mean, doing the riff thing occasionally it's fun because those are really great shows too. But
Yes.
I don't want to take 2 steps back, So good
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we can think of something. I mean, let's get back to the drafts and then maybe, pop out one of those Would You Rather episodes. We
Okay.
there.
Yeah, we haven't done that in a while. We could probably definitely hammer out something fun there.
Yeah, Would You Rather. Mm-hmm. Either or.
I think I probably have to kind of get rid of this background and add something new in. Because it's no longer Thanksgiving, boys.
Yeah. They're ducking.
It's not Ducksgiving either. Got Santa Quacksmith coming down the chimney.
Feed the turducken. Can't even say it.
Dude, I was so tired of hearing that word on Thursday.
I know they kill it. Oh my gosh. John Madden probably came out the grave and was like, if you don't shut the hell up.
Right. So here's the guy. Yeah. I guess. I know Tiff was actually watching that Madden thing on Netflix.
Yeah, on Prime or something like How the Evolution of Madden. Yeah, I think I'm gonna check that out tonight. Yeah, why not?
I hope once they get to the last 10 years, or like everything has been the same, it hasn't changed. Goodbye.
It hasn't changed. It's the same game since 2014, and it's 2024. It really is. But
still using
feed them ducks.
Quack 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 quack.
Feed them.
Actually, we'll see y'all tomorrow. For
feed them ducks. Yeah. Feed them. We got a whole bunch to talk about.
We got a lot of
feed them ducks.
We're gonna feed the ducks. And use some football knowledge.